World War II was really the last time you'll ever see imperialism, where people...
Thank you, nuclear weapons.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to, get away with it these days, especially with spy satellites. The like. But, like, the world's economy is tied up with America. If that collapses, we're all fucked.
Well, that was the global financial crisis all over again.
Yeah, that was, 2009?
Oh, yeah, 2009, 2010. That housing bubble popped, and all of a sudden you're seeing it put everyone into recession.
Scary stuff.
Everyone.
It's very scary.
I think Australia somehow dodged a recession thanks to that stimulus package we got.
Oh, I remember that.
That was a cheer.
Yeah, I got a new tattoo with that stimulus package.
How good is that? Everyone, you're gonna get, what was it, $600?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like
Was
that.
that John Howard?
No, Kevin Rudd, I believe.
Yeah, Kevin Rudd, our Prime Minister, just gave
Everyone
everyone...
here's $600.
That was great.
Go spend it. That was the thing too. It wasn't like, here's just $600, put in your savings account. It was like, here's $600, go to a retail shop and buy stuff, please. Because we need an economy boost.
I love Australia.
I did. And then we got Tony Abbott.
Oh.
Can we please stop mining coal? Because it's very short-sighted. Thank you.
We're really tackling the big subjects.
Tackling the big subject.
Yeah, it took a serious turn, and I'm enjoying it.
It's very frustrating that we just keep putting all our eggs into the coal basket, because that is gonna be done soon.
I went just before Christmas last year. My family's from Newcastle, which in Australia is one of the bigger coal mining cities. It's where a lot of ships are built for the Navy.
Yeah, that's where they ruin the reef and put in 3 mining ports.
That's correct.
Thanks, guys.
But, of course, the coal mines have run dry, Govinda.
As they do, because it's a finite resource. Good job, dickheads.
This is the 6th largest city in Australia. All of its industry. Of course, it's coal.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's coal
That's
and
hectic.
steel. And you need coal
Bigger
to
than Perth?
make
Sorry,
steel.
I'm still stuck on this whole 6th biggest country as if we're sitting in the...
So the whole city is screwed, basically.
Yeah.
What do you do? Everyone's out of work.
It's like Perth. I went to Perth and no one was in the city because everyone's out mining and there's just mansions everywhere. But eventually those mines are going to be done.
Yeah.
And they're going to be fucked. And Australia's not investing in any renewable energy. So that's sick. There was a time where you get a really, really, really nice rebate if you got solar power. But because the Liberal government came back in, if you get if you have your old system that's less efficient and you want to upgrade to a new system, you lose your rebates.
Oh.
How does that work?
Because they're pieces of shit. And they want everyone to use coal and fossil fuels. It's very old, very short-sighted, and our economy is going to get fucked in about 10 years.
I agree, Govinda. We should run for government.
Vote for me.
I just moved to China now.
No, see, my thinking is I want to get over to Canada because they know what's up.
They do know what's up.
Very forward-thinking.
They're similar to us, the Canadians.
Yeah, but better.
Well, yeah, probably. Probably.
Except all the bastard French they've got over there. Oh, no, sorry. That's not what I meant. They speak French, but like a bastardized version of French.
All right.
So I didn't mean like the actual French bastards. I'm part French. My mother's French.
Think you are
the French are A-OK, okay?
I think you are a race traitor. A self-hating Frank.
It's the only way I get people to like me. No. Canadians are boss.
I believe that it's Canadians.
Oh,
I believe that's how it's
not right.
pronounced.
No, that's not what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
So I've got to be honest with you, Khayl. I respect your turn to a more serious side. I also resent it because I really think it brought us down a little bit.
We can bring it back up.
I wasn't ready, even though you told me this might be a topic. I just didn't prepare for it.
I think
you know what I think it was?
I really misread the crowd.
I think what you missed, this is just constructive criticism.
Here we go.
Is no one wants to hear you read a book.
I thought they were pretty interesting points.
Well, look, they are interesting points, but maybe not in the context of a quote-unquote comedy podcast.
I thought we answered questions here.
I don't think we did. Oh, we answered other questions, but not really at the same time. And then this came along, and I really think it bogged us down. So just constructive criticism for next time. I'm okay with the topic itself.
Yep.
But I think we'll leave the quotes out of it next time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sorry,
like
I'll
if
just,
you were like, do you think America reflects the Roman Empire, and do you think they'll fall just like the Romans did? I think that would be a bit more of a poignant thing that we could have some fun with, you know?
I wanted to give you some background.
Yeah, I didn't need it.
You little bastard. All right, have you got another question for us?
Oh, no, I told you I've only got the one.
Oh, well, that's
okay, let's do it. We talked about Blink-182 earlier today about your ripping playlist that no one will ever be able to play.
I am stuck in the mid-noughties.
We talked about Blink-182, and I was talking with some friends recently, and I love Blink-182, but for me, it's pure nostalgia.
Can we clarify a point? I always thought it was 182.
I think it depends where you're from. I always said Blink-182.
Yep.
I always said 182 also.
But I think in America, and I think themselves would call themselves Blink-182.
Just,
So, again, semantics. We're getting bogged down in semantics. But is there any music or anything that you like in your mind that you think, like, if you'd never seen it, never heard it, and you saw it now, it would be fucking garbage? Because in my head, I said this to someone, I was like, Blink... I love it. Like, in my head, it is my childhood summed up in, like, 5 albums.
Yeah. Getting wasted.
But it's
listening.
not good music.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
No, like, from a musician's point of view, it is as simple as it gets.
So are the Beatles songs.
No. That is so wrong.
No, I would argue that...
Go play me a Beatles song now. Go learn Blackbird for me.
You could play Blackbird.
Yeah, not all of it. It was fucking intricate and intense. And the bass lines for, like, Penny Lane are really deep and, like...
But you could learn the chord version.
This is not my question. This is not what I'm talking about, though, because Blink-182 is only the chord version or really melodic,
Power
simple
chords.
picking. Like, it's not complex music.
What
It's
about,
very simple structure of just verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. You know, like, there's nothing different about it. Don't you ever compare the Beatles to Blink-182 again.
Actually, I think that Tom DeLonge was more of a poet than any of the Beatles.
I think that's probably why Angels on Airwaves did so well, like he said it would.
Hey, Mark Hoppus is still bringing it. Tom fell off, alright.
Tom's a loser.
What's with that guy? Why did he
He's kind of
lose
a
it?
diva and a bitch, to be honest.
He
He
just
like
thought
pulled
he was
out of
better.
a tour like 5 minutes before the tour.
They reformed. It was a whole thing. They broke
Like,
up.
they tried, and I was like, you just call it. Just, you're dead. Leave it.
But like Matt Skiba from Alkaline Trio did the tour
Instead of him.
Probably better.
Well, yeah.
Well, I guess, like, say, Blink-182, their live act was always so good because of the banter.
It's still the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah,
live.
and I missed it. I'm upset about this. But it was the banter that made that live act so good. And because even when, I think it was you who told me, like, even when they played, it was one of their last shows before they broke up.
Brisbane.
But it was, they were doing, like, melodies of their songs.
Everything was super sped up.
Sorry, not melodies. Medleys is what I meant to say.
Yeah, okay. I was like...
So they do, like, 8 songs joined together very quickly.
I understand.
Is that what happened?
I don't think that was the one I was at. They just played everything super fast, like 3 times speed.
Which is...
Why?
I don't know, but I swear to God they played 30 songs.
You'd have to think it's to get through the back catalogue.
Yeah.
Like, look, you're here to see Blink. We just released a new album. We can't play all of that and then some old stuff. Like,
Yeah.
So they're like, let's just smash through these 3-minute songs in 2 minutes. Call it a day.
Yeah, that's fair.
Squeeze in another 5 songs.
Here's I think I would still like Blink if I heard it today and had never heard it before. I was going to say, it doesn't have to be complex to work.
That's true.
To be appealing. Like,
I also
it
think
works
that...
because it works. Like, what they do it perfectly.
Yeah.
And what Travis is doing was incredibly complex.
Let's not forget Travis. Travis Barker was the unsung hero of that band. People knew him. People know him more now than probably anyone else in that band.
Yes.
But at the time, no one cared, and he was the best.
He was, yeah.
He's the best musician in the band.
Everyone knows that drummers are the backbone to any good band. Am I right?
No, I think the bass player's pretty chill.
I feel like guitarists get all the chicks.
But is there anything? Is there anything that you can think of now that you in your head you love, but if you'd never heard it before and you heard it now, or you saw it now, it just wouldn't hold up?
Musically, like we went over this before, I'm still stuck there.
Yeah, well, you stopped listening to music when you were 16, so it's understandable that that's all you listen to.
It's true. Not so much with music. Can it be other things?
No, that's what I mean. Like, it can be a movie or anything. Like, I was even thinking, like, The Mask, the movie. Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Oh,
Classic.
yeah, right.
Because in my head, that movie is the best. Like, that movie was... I watched it 15 times. Like, I loved it. But I think right now, I just don't think I'd be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's fair. I watched like a making of when it came out, and I was just blown away by like the special effects.
Oh my god!
Oh, there is a lot, isn't there?
Yeah, like the heart beating out of the chest. Yeah, and like it was also impressive. But you're right, like it dated horribly.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think. Did anyone ever see Baby's Day Out?
No.
Oh, maybe. Does he like crawl through like a construction site?
Yeah,
and stuff?
and
I
then
saw
like
that.
it's kind of like it's sort of like Home Alone with the baby, where people are trying to catch the baby to kidnap it and make money off the parents.
Yes.
But like they can't
Catch
do it
it.
because this baby's
They
just
just
smarter
can't
than
outwit
them,
him, yeah.
which is depressing for them.
Sounds like an Is the Baby Adam Sandler.
Well, no, it's actually Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider is a baby.
I gotta give a shout out to JRPGs, and as that's Japanese role-playing games. This is a very angsty style of video game
Okay.
that I loved and still love, but if I hadn't grown up on it and you told me that I was going to go on a 50-hour adventure with a androgynous man saving the world, I don't know that I'd be into it today, but I mean today I am.
Like, because you were into it then, you're into it today, but maybe if you'd never ever played a JRPG...
Now I'm just too fucking deep. I just can't get out. I think that would be it. Ooh, Power Rangers.
Oh,
I love the Power Rangers. Still
As
do.
we've heard 4 or 5 times during the podcast.
That is my... yeah. That's
Isn't that depressing that that's your ringtone and now everyone knows it?
No, I own it. I wear
Okay.
that shit loud and proud. You know what? Oh, there's one. I'd bang the Green Ranger for the ability to be a Power Ranger.
That's good.
That's
The
called
green one.
Yeah, Tommy.
Nice.
His name was...
I
Okay,
guess it had
take
to
it
be the
easy.
same sex in the question.
Of course, Anders.
So I was like, you could have always just banged the pink one.
In the first movie, he became the White Ranger because...
Oh, there's
You know
he had
too
to be.
much about it.
yeah, I like that in the first
Sorry,
movie.
this is a really random thing. Do you remember Beetleborgs?
It sounds familiar, but I don't.
Very similar to Power Rangers, but they were like all beetles. Like they, like
weird.
themed beetles.
You said this the other day. Beyblades.
Let's Beyblade.
Oh, I fucking hated that.
I think
Wait,
it was
was
just
that
at
a-
a time when like that sort of show was popular, and I just kept like Digimon ended, Yu-Gi-Oh ended,
You know what it
Dragon Ball
is?
Z ended, and I was like, oh, this is the next one. Okay, Beyblades.
These are the westernized anime that came over in, the late 90s. It was just this whole wave, and it was
Yeah.
always like...
Well, they figured out that like not only Japanese adults like anime, and they just got these kids onto it. Like,
Yeah. But the thing about... Okay, because Dragon Ball Z, they could train, they would become stronger. The Beybladers literally throw a fucking Tarzo thing on the ground and it spins, and
Yeah,
a monster
there was-
comes out of it. You
there
can't
was-
train for that. You throw it on
it's the
the
same as like it's the same as Pokemon. Like you could buy a Pokeball with a shitty little plastic Pokemon, and they do nothing.
Can we...
But like the idea is that there's a spirit inside the Beyblade that they're commanding.
Oh my goodness.
Can we please unpack the undertones of Pokemon, of slavery, of animal abuse? You're pitting these
I'm
creatures.
sorry, but you're trying to put the world of Pokemon in our world today, and it's just not the same world. It's
You
also like,
literally-
why would you send a fucking 11-year-old kid off on his own? Be like, here's this electric mouse. See ya in a year. I don't know. Good luck.
If I took, like,
It's
say...
a different world.
What if I took my cat out onto the street and I made it fight
It
Anders' cat?
Is
My cat would
a
destroy your
different-
cat.
No, your cat would hide under a bed.
And
Here's the thing.
And my cat fucked your cat up to the point where it faints, and then I threw a ball at it, and then I stole your cat.
No, you can't do that.
And then I lock it in a computer forever. That's what Pokemon is.
No, dude, you're forgetting that in the show, when you would send your Pokemon into the PC, they would go to Professor Oak's farm.
Oh, well, even that's a bit fucked up. What about the kindergartens with the forced breeding program?
Oh
Again,
my
not
God.
forced. Think of it as a zoo and they're trying to perpetuate a species.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think you're really looking too much into this Pokemon world. Like, it's a different world where it's acceptable.
This is another topic in itself, I think.
Oh, can we just do a whole hour episode on just Pokemon?
Or we take apart anime.
Where like every 10-15 minutes we just do part of the Pokemon rap?
Oh, wow.
I bet you can't do 20 right now.
No, I definitely can't.
All right.